No, I don't want to start. I don't want to start AI companion. AI is not my companion. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to yoga. So find your chairs and we will begin. Right. So making sure that your chair is sturdy, that your feet can be flat on the floor. Yeah. And scoot forward a little bit in your chair. Notice what happens when you do that. If you're initially sitting back in your chair, we tend to slouch a little bit, but the minute we just scoot forward a little bit, the spine and the back muscles engage, right? Just automatically. And so it helps us to keep a healthy back and spine to do that. Okay, well, welcome to yoga. If you're watching this as a recording on my YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll begin. So it's been a little hot, so we're in the midst of summer. Yeah, not quite the half point. We'll do some stuff when it's the half point. That's usually beginning of August. But it's just been hot, a little bit humid. So it makes it hard to get outside, and we have to either get out there really early in the morning or maybe in the evening, because during that middle day it's a little hot. So it's really nice to have our class, right? So we can do our yoga in the comfort of our home. Yeah. All right. So let's just begin with shaking. Shake, shake, shake. Notice how you feel today. Close your eyes and move the body. You can either move it fast or move it slow. Take inventory, maybe roll your shoulders. Anything bothering you, maybe you have a little ache or pain somewhere, maybe not. Maybe today you feel particularly good and loose. Yeah. And to not get attached to either one, right? If we're feeling crummy and stiff, that's okay. It'll pass. If we're feeling particularly good, enjoy it while you have it, and then not get attached, because maybe that will change. Yeah, and relax. And ideally, yes, it will change. Everything changes. All right. And then open your eyes if you close them. Good. We're going to bring our hands into one on top of the other before we start our breathing. Yeah, get a nice tall spine, feet planted on the floor. And let's just move the body side to side, the elbows side to side. Just inhaling to one side, exhaling to the other, just starting to massage out our spine. And again, you don't have to do anything crazy, tough, difficult, crazy. It is nice to get your heart rate up, about 150 minutes a week, if you can, but also to move the body daily. Yeah. And come back to center, release your arms, bring your hands onto your lap, little baby cat cows. So we're just going to gently lift the chest, lift the chin slightly, and exhale, just drop the head and reach the back just a little bit back towards your chair. And inhale. So it's almost like you're lifting, not getting nice tall, looking up slightly. Just little baby cat cows massaging out your spine. Good. And then come back to center. Good. And then we're going to just bring our hands up on our lap. We're going to do some breathing. So we're going to do the Satali breath. It's basically cooling breath. And I've been practicing this because where I live, in my space, I don't have central air. So around like that end of day, around 5 o'clock-ish, 6 o'clock-ish, dinner time, tends to get warm in my house. And so I've been experimenting with the cooling breath, our little built-in swamp cooler breath. Yeah. And basically there's 2 ways to do it. The challenging way, if you can roll your tongue like that. It's so funny how some people can do it and some people just can't get there. But if you can roll your tongue, we're going to be breathing in through that little tunnel in our tongue, and then closing our mouth and breathing out through the nose. If that's difficult for you, all you need to do is let the tongue just rest at the bottom of your mouth. And as you breathe in, you're going to open your mouth just slightly and breathe in and let the air go across your tongue. And then you'll close your lips and breathe out through your nose. Yeah, so we're breathing in through the mouth, out through the nose, either roll tongue or tongue flap. So let's close our eyes. All right. Notice your posture. All right, so lifting the heart, again, feet planted on the floor, shoulders gently back and down to open up the ribs, open up the lungs. Good. Let's take a few cleansing breaths. So let's breathe in through the nose and breathe out the mouth. So we're doing the opposite of what we'll be doing. Just breathe out with a sigh. And again, breathe in through the nose. Breathe out the mouth. Just let all the heat, all the tension in your body just release. And one more breathe in and let go. It feels so good, right? Just to sigh it out. All right, now we're going to be breathing in through our rolled tongue or flat tongue. So wet your tongue a little bit with your saliva. And then breathing in, rolling your tongue. And then just gently close your mouth, pause, and then breathe out through your nose. Breathe in through the mouth with the rolled tongue, or just open the mouth slightly to let the breath go. You can try both, see how it works. Then close your mouth, pause, and breathe out the nose. So just continue at your own pace. Nice deep breaths. Again, either with rolled tongue or flat tongue. Feel the coolness of the breath as you breathe in. Pause at the top and breathe out. So nice and slow. There's no tension. There's no, tension with this breath. Just nice and relaxed. See if you can take a little bit deeper breaths each time. Pausing at the top and the bottom of each breath. And noticing the cool air going in to your lungs, through your lungs. Couple more breaths. No hurry. Just at the end of your next breath, release the breath. Lips closed. Breath is just normal, natural breath. Notice if you do feel any kind of cooling sensation. Maybe, maybe not. And then when you're feeling ready and complete, just gently flutter your eyes open. Yeah. Good. So how was that for you, right? Did you feel any of that coolness? So normally, it's this is the only breath I think that I know of in yogic breath where we breathe in through our mouth, pretty much. Yeah. Or not, but it's mostly we want to breathe in through our nose, right? We want to take that breath in so that it actually warms our breath before it hits our lungs, and then it filters our breath. But with this one, we're trying to cool down, right? So the next time you're feeling, you can even do this in your car when you just get in this heat, you can just, as you start the car and start up your AC, you can do a few cooling breaths and see if that will cool down the body. Not only does it temperature wise cool down, but when you do that slow breath, it cools down your central nervous system, right? It relaxes your central nervous system. Yeah, which helps us to cool down as well. All right, we can bring the palms onto our lap. Good. And then take a breath in here, nice tall spine. As you exhale, just tuck your chin to your chest. Good. Feel the stretch in the back. And now breathe in. As you breathe in through your nose, start to lift your chin up, start to lift your nose up. slightly. And then breathing out through your nose, just bring your head back to neutral. And then tuck your chin. And take a breath in through your nose. As you breathe in through your nose, you're slowly lifting your nose up towards the ceiling. Keep the back of your neck long. And then as you exhale through your nose, bring your head straight forward. Again, tuck your chin. Breathe in slowly through the nose. And then as you breathe out, just hit chin back to neutral. And one more, tuck your chin. Press into your feet, breathe in, slowly lift the head. Breathing out, chin back to, head back to neutral. Good. And relax, relax your arms, shake out your arms. Good. All right. Then coming into a little bit of head rolls. So take a breath in. Exhale. Now we're going to tuck our chin. And then inhale, start to roll your head over to one side, to the right maybe. And then bring it up. And then exhale over to the other side. And then forward. But just close your eyes here and enjoy some slow, nice, slow breaths. Again, when it's hot outside, you know, sometimes it's nice to just do our stretching and slow it down just a bit. And this also is good for inviting deeper sleep. We're gonna do some practices for deeper sleep on Friday, if you come to class on Friday. And then we're gonna roll the head the opposite direction. So pause and then start to roll the opposite direction. Notice how your neck is feeling. Notice any tightness, any places that are a little tight. Yeah. Good, and the next time that the head comes forward, pause. Good. Relax your arms down alongside your body, lift your head back up. Good. Then inhale, press into your feet to lift your shoulders up, almost like we want to stand up. Yeah, stretch the spine long. Exhale, relax. Good. Let's do some rolls with the shoulders. Inhale, shoulders forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Yeah. These upper body stretches are so good for you to do if you can each day, maybe first thing in the morning as you wake up. It just starts to connect the mind, the brain, right, to the rest of the body. And then reverse. Yeah. And loosens you up. Good. So first circles here. Good. All right. And then we're going to bring our hands into prayer position here. Let's rub our hands together. Get our internal fire going, right? Our prana energy. And then pause. Bring your elbows out. Take a breath in. Then as you exhale, come forward a little bit, and then bring your left elbow onto your left leg, and bring your right elbow up towards the sky. Yeah, good. Stretching our right side, right rib cage. And now pressing down into your feet, slowly bring the body back up first, and then bring it back to center. Take a breath in here. Exhale, turn over to the left now. Bring the right elbow onto the right side. Lift the left elbow up. You're gently pressing the left hand into the right hand. Yeah. And maybe looking towards that left elbow. Yeah, and breathing. Good. And then slowly relax the elbow, press into your feet, slowly bring your body back up, and then bring your body back forward and shake out your hands. Yeah. Let's do a little stretch for our carpal tunnel. We're on devices, our thumbs are here all the time, or we're on our mouse, and so our carpal tunnel here gets stretched and stressed each day. Yeah, so let's float our hands forward, make a fist with both hands, and slow as you can, do a few circles here in one direction. Yeah. So we can't avoid it anymore. We're all attached to our phones and our devices. But what we can do is just take care of those areas that tend to get a little bit more challenged with that. And now we're going to bring our fingers up. Take one hand or the other, bring it to the front of your fingers and stretch those fingers back to your shoulder. Stretching this carpal tunnel area here. Yeah. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Don't forget your pinky finger. Yeah. And then release and bring the fingers down and just press the top of the hand. Good. Let's do the other side. So arms straight, gently stretch. This is my dominant hand, so it tends to be tighter. Yeah. Not unusual. And then bring the fingers down and press into the top of your hand. Reach your fingers down and that nice stretch on the top of your wrist, top of your hand. It's good. And shake it out, shake, shake, shake it out. All right, scooting a little bit more forward into our chairs. We're going to bring our legs out as wide as is comfortable. Yeah. And sometimes I just like to sit like this because it keeps the hips opening, right? Gives a little stretch. Good. All right, hands just resting on your thighs. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, start to take this left shoulder as if you want to reach it towards the right. You're going to bend forward, hinge at your hips towards the right knee, just to where it's comfortable. Yeah, tuck your tummy back. That's going to protect your low back, sacrum. And then press into your feet, slowly come back up, body forward. Exhale, lead with the shoulder as you reach to look to touch your left shoulder towards your right knee, or your right shoulder towards your left knee. Press down, slowly come back up. Let's do that one more time. So left shoulder reaches forward, hinge forward. Yeah. A nice little stretch for our spine. Yeah, press into your feet to come back up. Little rotation for the spine and right shoulder to left knee. Good. And slowly come back up. Good. All right. And now we're going to take a little side bend here. So we're going to start with your right hand onto your left thigh. Relax your left arm down. Yeah, turn your left palm out. Get your nice tall posture. Press into your feet. Reach your left arm out and up. You can always bend the elbow here, depending on what's going on with your shoulder, or you extend your arm long. Take a nice big breath in, stretch up, and as you exhale, hold on to your left thigh as you reach up and over to the right. Good. Again, outsides of your feet are pressing down gently. Feel free to look underneath that left arm. Feel free to bring a smile to your face. Yes, nice stretch again for our spine. Nice rotation. Good. And stretch. And one. And then pressing into your feet, slowly bring your body back up. Bring the head back forward to a bent elbow. Just let the arms start to slowly drop through space, right? Through your energy body, and release. Bring both hands back onto your thighs. Wiggle your shoulders a little bit. Let's take the left hand onto the right thigh. Relax the right arm down, palm out. Press into your feet as you draw your right arm out and up. Take a nice big breath in, stretch up tall. As you exhale, reach up and lean over. Good. And then looking underneath your left arm now, and breathe. Nice big breath. Good. Enjoying the stretch. Noticing if you're just pushing through, if you're unable to breathe, as you want to go far over. See if you can modify. Yeah, it's just to find that sweet spot where you're getting a stretch, but you can fully breathe. And then relax your gaze forward, press into your feet to bring the body back up. And again, through a nice relaxed shoulder, bent arm, let your hand fall down through space. Good. And bring both hands onto your lap. Good. Roll up your shoulders. One direction, other direction. Good. All right, little cat-cow here again. So we're gonna toe heel our feet back to about 6 inches, 4 to 6 inches apart, wherever it feels comfortable for you. Good. And then inhale now, lift the heart and look up. So a little bit deeper cat-cow. Exhale, slide your hands forward, drop your head. And if it feels comfortable, hold on to your front of the knees and stretch your spine back. On an inhale breath, start to lift the chest, lift the head, slide the hands up to the top of your thighs. Reach your elbows back. Feel that nice expansion in your heart area. And then exhale. Again, slide your hands forward, drop your head. So let's do that one more time. Sliding the hands up, reaching your elbows back, looking up. And exhale. Another cat pose. And then press down into your feet and just bring the body straight back up. Good. Okay, so again, we are at the front of our chair here. And see if you can find a place underneath of your seat to hold onto. We're gonna do some leg extensions and a little bit of muscle work in our legs here. Yeah. So you're gonna extend your leg up, right? So get yourself situated so that the chair is not uncomfortably digging into the back of your thighs or, hamstrings. Yeah, good. All right, now we're gonna start with just making the intention to lift our leg up, but we're not going to lift the heel up off the floor yet, right? So nice tall spine. And I want you to observe what's going on in your thigh, in your hamstring, in your leg, by just merely the intention of lifting. Good. So on an inhale breath, have the intention to lift your leg up, but it's almost like too heavy, you can't. And feel the hip flexor engage, the thigh engage, right? The whole leg engage, your back muscles engage, your belly engage, just by attempting to push down into the left foot to lift the leg. And then relax. So you can work your muscles even sitting, even if you can't lift the weight, right? You can still keep your muscles toned by doing that. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing, but if you can, if it's, in your practice, see if you can, on an inhale breath, lift the heel up off the floor. Yeah. And then see if you can do a few circles with your toe, one direction and the other direction. How's that? You can touch down at any time. Point your toe, flex it back, tuck your tummy in. Yes, push up into your chair for stability. And release. A little bit harder when we actually lift this heavy leg up. Let's slide it back. Okay, other side. So extend the left leg. You don't want to drop your knee. You always want a slight little bend there. Nice posture. When we engage the upper body, it takes the load off the lower body. Yeah. So again, we're going to just do the intention. On an inhale breath, have the intention to lift your leg straight up. Yeah, and feel, again, the thigh, even the muscles around the knee, right? Hamstring, your back, your tummy, yeah, even your upper body, because you're pushing up into your chair to try to lift, and then relax. Good. So doing some of those isometric exercises, right, for our muscles, these big leg muscles, it's going to help us with prevention of falling and injury. All right, and now we're gonna relax, we'll wiggle it out. And now if it's available to you, this time on an inhale breath, we're gonna really press down into that right foot to lift the left leg up. And then see if you can do a few little circles with one toe, and then the other toe, other way. And then point and flex, and point and flex, and lift it. 2, 1, and release. Wow, right? That's challenging for me, and bring it back. Good. And shake it out. So I just wanted to give you that feeling, that differential, that if you're feeling like there's no way I'm gonna lift my toe up off the floor. Right now, you might have an injury, you may have a weakness, you may be recovering from something, whatever it is, but you can isometrically help yourself. Last week we did isometrics with our arms, right? Our biceps and our triceps. Maybe I'll do that on Friday again too. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to make our way to a stand if you'd like. So sliding your heels back. We want to, again, use the body, the whole body to stand. We're going to hinge forward, keep the head above, keep looking forward if that's available to you. Good. And then on an inhale breath, come a little bit further forward, press into your heels to come to a stand. Good. And we're up. Now, always feel free in these classes to stay in your chair. Again, I don't know what's going on with your body today. Again, injuries, maybe you're just coming off of a surgery, whatever it is. Yeah. So you can remain in your chair and just breathe along with us, move your arms. Yeah. And also it's helpful for me if you let me know if you have some sort of injury, so I can just make sure that you're taken care of during class. Yeah. Okay. And come to a stand. Let's come to little sacred circles. So let's come to our mountain pose, right? So your feet are planted on the floor, your kneecaps are lifted, your shoulders are gently back and down. Good. We're going to bring our hands into prayer position in front of our heart. And with nice deep breath, we're going to just be doing what's called these sacred circles, right? Just engaging our energy body. Again, we were just talking earlier about, physical. We're just so into the physical in our human bodies because we feel pain, we feel pleasure, we feel, so we're just attached to what's going on physically. But there's so much going on energetically, right? Let's tap into our energy body. So on an inhale breath, bring the fingers, your prayer hands up towards the sky, and then open your arms wide and circle sweep them out and down. Keep the shoulders relaxed and bring the hands back to center. Good. Inhale, press into your feet as your arms reach up. Big breath, take in as much breath as you can. Then exhale, circle sweep out and down. Good. And one more, inhale. Big breath in, stretch up. And exhale, that feels so nice, doesn't it? Yeah. Again, all that space that your arms are moving through, that's your energy body. We're gonna do opposite circles now. Take a breath in, exhale it out. Inhale, palms up, reach out and up. Big breath in, grabbing that beautiful energy of yours and bringing it into it. Good. Take a breath in, exhale it out. Inhale, circle, sweep out and up. Big breath. Exhale, hands to heart. And we're going to do that one more time. Big breath in. Exhale. Inhale, reach out and up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. All right. And shake it out. Move the body a little bit. Good. Let's come to our side to side. So bringing your legs a little wider apart, softening your knees. Good. And on an inhale, going over to the right and exhale to the left. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. And the exhale breath helps us to get rid of heat in the body, helps us to get rid of anger and frustration, all those hot emotions, right? Just let them go. And slow it down, coming back to center. Good. Bringing the feet back to this hip distance apart. Good. Find your mountain pose. Good. On an inhale breath, reach both arms out and up again. Yeah. Bring your hands into fists above your head. Good. And then look up slightly. Keep the back of your neck long. Just look up slightly. And then reach your right fist up towards the sky and relax it. And reach the left fist and relax. And the right, just stretching. Press into that left foot to reach the left arm up. And one more round, press into the right foot to reach the right fist up. And relax. And relax. Good. Bring your gaze back forward. Start to rotate your fists as you reach your arms slowly out. And then we get to about halfway. Pause. Reverse the rotation of your fists. Relax your shoulders as your arms float all the way down to the floor. And relax. Pull out the shoulders. Shake it out. All right. Nice tall mountain pose. Bend the elbows, come into cactus pose. Stretch your fingers as wide as you can and move them like there's a little breeze going through all your fingers. Maybe even a tiny bit uncomfortable. Stretch those ligaments in your fingers. Again, for all of our task work that we do, not only on, computers and phones, but everything is our hands, right? We use them for everything. And relax. Good. And then we're going to you can interlace your hands behind your head. So behind your skull. Yeah, good. Stretch your arms back. Keep your head forward. And now circle your eyes into a clockwise circle. Just circling just your eyes clockwise. Next time that they come down, pause, look forward, and now circle them counterclockwise. Notice how that feels. I don't know why, but this way is harder for me. Good. And then bring the gaze forward and blink your eyes. Blink your eyes fast. Good. And then relax your eyes. Slowly start to unlace your hands behind your head. Bring your hands to your shoulders. Give your shoulders a little bit of a little massage. Relax your elbows down. Bring them forward and up and back and down. Again, opening up this upper body. This always feels so good. Just doing this when you get up in the morning. Yeah, little neck rolls maybe. Yeah, and then little shoulder rolls, and then little elbow rolls. Pause, and then reverse, opposite direction. Just helps us to stay all these ligaments and tendons in our body, which as we get older, tend to get a little stiffer, right? So we want to just keep them supple and relax and shake out. Good job, everybody. Okay. So we're gonna have our chairs handy here a little bit. Actually, let's come up to the right side of our chair. Good. Okay. And so we're just going to start with rolling from your ball of your foot to the heels. So just massaging the bottom of your feet. If you're able to, it's really nice as you're going to sleep, if you can get to your feet. Some days it's a little more challenging than others. And get a little, maybe like a lotion or a nice oil, and just massage if you can get to the bottom of your feet. I can help with sleep and just relax you. Yeah. Good. And so rocking onto the outsides of your feet and the insides, the insteps of your feet. Yeah. And relax. Good. All right. Going to do some little squats here. So we're going to do a little bit of a sensory challenge today for our balance, right? But first, I like to have my hands out for leverage. And we're just going to do a few little squats. So feet about hip distance apart. Take a breath in, exhale, just send your hips back, squat back. And inhale up and exhale, squat. So just looking forward. Yeah, really sending the hips back. There should be no discomfort in your knees. Good. All right. Now see if you can do the same thing, but with your eyes sort of looking through your eyelashes. Yeah, or even closed. We're gonna do our little squats. Good. All right, so ski poles in front, squat back. Again, looking just halfway through your, closing your eyes halfway, and just see, or fully, and just see if there's a different sensation as you do your squats. Yeah. You can always hold on to your chair or open your eyes a little more. One more, keep the squatting and coming up. Yeah, last one. Squat and come up. Good. So it just gives you a little bit different experience. You know, when our eyesight is one of the three major balance disruptors when we don't have our eyesight, our ear, our inner ear. Yeah, and just our joint sensation. Those three things we rely on almost 100%, right, for our balance. When we take one out, if you've had a joint replacement or something like that, it's a big disruption, right? The other two have to really kick in. If you have inner ear dizziness, big disruption. Eyes, big disruption. Okay, so we're going to start here with just holding onto the chair to begin with. Yeah, and then shifting your weight into the inside leg, bending your knee. Good. All right. And so we're just going to lift our knee up. Good. And we're going to look over to the right, lift the right knee up, looking to the right and forward. You can always touch down with your toe and then look over to the left. Good. And forward and release. Good. All right. So now I'm going to add a little bit of a challenge to that. So getting yourself set up, keeping this nice engaged leg, kneecap lifted, bending the knee to start. Good. All right. And so now we're going to lift the knee up. We're going to lift the right arm up. And we're going to draw the arm out to the side and look to the side and forward. Good. And then we're going to look to the other side. You can keep the arm forward and release. Good. All right. Now we're going to try to do that without holding on. So maybe hands on hips. You can start here and always grab onto the chair if you need to. Yeah, good. But now we're just going to look again. We're going to look to the right. So we're going to lift the right knee up. Good. And slowly look over to the right. We'll be noticing a little bit more of a challenge, and then forward. And then slowly look over to the left. You can always touch down the toe or the hand. This is challenging. And forward and release. Good. And relax. Okay. So now we're going to do both arms forward. Yeah. And but again, you can always touch down. Just play with this. Just practice with it. So we're gonna bend the right knee. Good. Gonna lift it up. If it's available, one arm forward and the other arm forward. Good. And then we're going to look over to the right as we draw the right arm out to the side and bring it back forward and touch down. Yeah. And then we're going to look over to the left as we draw the left arm out to the side. Wow, this is challenging today. And back to center and release. How was that? Good. So those are big balance challenges, right? To be looking to the side while the body's moving, while you're balancing. Yeah, good. And then we're going to go over to the other side and play that game on this side. Yeah, great. So first, nice and easy, we're going to start with hands, on the chair. Good. Weight to the inside. And even if you need to touch down, that's still only taking 10% of the weight off this balancing leg. So there's still 90% of the weight on the standing leg. Yeah, good. So, all right. So we'll start with bending the knee. Good. Lifting the leg up. And here, simply, we're going to look to the left and forward. And look to the right Nice big posture, nice tall spine, and forward. Good. And then release. Good. All right. Now, if it's either doing that same thing or if you want to challenge yourself, you can have hands on hips. Yeah, good. And then again, you want to not challenge yourself to the point where you're falling over or you're not breathing, right? So you decide what it is. You can start by, hands, no hands on the chair. And then if you're really falling out, just put it back. That's still good practice. You're finding the center point where your body wants to challenge itself. Yeah. All right. So toe on the floor, lifting the left knee. Good. Maybe bringing hands to hips. Slowly looking over to the left and forward. And slowly looking over to the right and forward and release. I had to touch down like that. My body was like, wait, where are you doing? But this is such good practice for us. Okay, so now we're gonna do arm. Gonna add, an arm. All right, some nice tall posture. Good. Shake off any tension that you built up there. Preconceived notions of what might be maybe will happen, and start fresh. Yeah. Bending the knee, lifting the knee up, lifting the arm up. Good. Then here we're gonna look over to the left, move the arm out to the left and back forward. And then just look over to the right with the head. And back forward and release. Okay, now we're going to challenge ourselves with maybe both arms. Yeah, all right, so shake it off. All right, nice tall spine. Weight to the inside leg, bending the knee. Good. Lifting the knee up. Maybe left arm forward, maybe right arm forward. Might feel more balanced there. Again, you can touch down at any time, just taking 10% of that weight off. Yeah. And now drawing the left arm out to the side, looking to the left. And slowly coming back forward. And taking the right arm out to the side, slowly looking to the right. And right arm left forward. And release and touch down. So that was challenging, right? But when we practice that balance challenge, that helps us to be able to catch ourselves. If we were to misstep, if we were to fall, if we were to be talking to somebody while we're walking and looking to the side and then taking a misstep, all of that, this is what this is for. This is what this helps with. Okay, so we're gonna take a little walk. Have some space where you have some room in front of you. And basically, we're going to be doing what I just described. We're going to take a few steps forward, and as we turn our head, yes. All right, so whatever leg starts, so we'll start with our right leg. So we're simply going to take a step to the right, look to the right, and then step to the left, look to the left. Forward, step to the right, look to the right. Forward, step to the left, look to the left, forward. Now going back, going back is a little bit more challenging. And again, we'll start with that right leg. We'll step back and look to the right, and then step to the middle, and then step left, look to the left, forward with the head, step back with the right, look to the right, step forward, step back to the left, look to the left, and forward. That's something really nice to practice. Yeah. When you're in on a flat plane, you can do that a little faster, when you're practicing. This is the forward, other side, and other side, and other side. That's such great practice. Okay, nice work, everybody. Let's go into a little downward facing dog into forward fold. Yeah, good. So you have the back of your chair handy here. Anyway, nice practice there. Now, hopefully you feel a lot stronger now. Yes. All right, bringing your palms onto the back seat of your chair, wherever that is. Make sure that you have some space behind you to step back. And just walk backwards. Going to do a nice full back body stretch here, 1 foot at a time, Feet about hip distance apart, fingers forward, and stretch your hips back to the wall. Bend your knees, lay your head between your hands, fingers forward, and breathe. Good. Make this feel good, make this feel nice. Good. And then slowly look forward and slowly start to walk back towards your chair. 1 foot at a time. And then bringing the shoulders up, the head up. Good. Stepping away from your chair a little bit or taking it off to the side for a second. You're going to go into a forward fold. Again, arms are going to be situated wherever they're comfortable for you. So again, getting some blood flow to the brain. Good. Find your nice mountain pose. On an inhale breath, reach the arms forward and up. Lift the heart, look up, even lean back slightly. Press your hips forward. As you exhale, start to come back up. Start to bend the knees, send the hips back, and slowly lower your arms, your hands onto your thighs or your shins. Yeah, good. And relax your head down if that feels okay, that pressure feels okay. Good. And now on an inhale breath, we're going to come to halfway lift. So press into your shins or your thighs. Reach the crown of your head forward. Straighten your knees a little bit. Yes. And come into an L shape. So reach the crown of your head forward and your hips back. Good. Take a breath in. And exhale, let the body fall forward. Relax the arms, let them hang down. Yeah, good. If they're hanging, you can draw your arms side to side. If your head's hanging, you can move your head side to side. Only if that pressure feels okay. Not lift the head or ground your hands onto your legs. Yeah, good. All right, we're gonna make our way up. So bringing your hands onto your legs, start to walk your hands up your legs slowly. Keep your head down as the body slowly, one vertebrae at a time, comes up. And once it's up, chest up, shoulders up, slowly lift your head. Good. Roll out your shoulders. Good. Move the body, just sway the body, shake the body. Good. All right, we're gonna position ourselves in front of our chair like we're gonna go sit down. Just gonna do a few little squats here before we land our hips onto our chair. Good. All right. Let's just pause here. Let's take a couple cooling breaths. Yes, the Satali breaths. So breathing in through your tongue. Pause, close the mouth. Exhale through your nose. And one more, breathing in. Close the mouth, pause. And breathing out fully through the nose. Good. All right, so bringing the hands onto the thighs. Take a breath in. As you exhale, squat. You can bring your ski poles out if you'd like. Good. And then release your ski poles down. You can look down towards the floor and reach your arms back. Now like you're gonna dive into a cold lake on the ski slope. And then relax your arms down. Keep your hips down as you reach the arms down, forward and up slightly. Exhale, send the hips back, draw your arms down, reach back. And one more, I know this is a challenge. Arms down and forward and up. And as you exhale now, arms down. Reach for the front of your chair and gently make your way to a seat. Yeah, here we are. Good, good. All right, so we're gonna just stretch our hips a little bit here. Let's just do our figure 4 here. So clasping your hands behind the right knee. Inhale, hug your thigh into your belly. do a couple circles with one direction and then the other. Good. Setting yourself up for your figure four. So leg onto that left leg or up, foot onto the other foot, depending on how you're feeling today. Litmus test for where you should land is lift your heart, even your chin slightly. Notice what's going on in the right hip. Maybe you lift the right toes up. Yes, by this point in time, you probably know your body with this pose. Yeah, so nice big lifted heart. As you exhale, keep your gaze up, press forward with your belly hinging at your hips, and let the body fall forward. Good. Say hello to your right hip this morning or this evening or this afternoon. Take a breath in, exhale, slowly let the head fall forward. Relax your hands. Just wiggle your hands, shake off your fingers, and just land your hands lightly on your leg. That takes the tension out of gripping your leg to come forward. Close your eyes and take a few breaths here. Nice big deep breath. As you exhale, just allow your body to relax forward. Yeah, allow the opening of that right hip to happen. One more slow breath as we start to cool down. Find your left foot. Press down into your left foot to slowly let the body come back up. Straight spine. Just come back up. Good. Release the leg. Now let's go to the other side. Hug that thigh into your belly. Good. Position the leg either on top of your right thigh or your foot onto the right foot, your left foot onto the right. Yeah, good. All right. And again, maybe lift the foot, lift the heart, look up, lift the chin up slightly. For some of us, this is enough of a stretch on that left hip. Yeah, if you want to take it a little further, as you exhale, keep the spine straight, keep the head up, hinge forward at your hips. Yes, keep that spine straight, not rounding the spine. Good. Another breath here. As you exhale, go ahead and just let the head relax forward. Again, wiggle your fingers. Notice if you were holding on to that leg. We don't want any of that, any tension there. And breathe, close the eyes. Couple breaths. Just enjoying this opening and noticing which hip was a little tighter. Just breathe out and relax into it. And on an inhale breath, slowly press into the right foot now to float the body back up. Good. And release that leg out. Good. And let's get ready for, let's just butterfly our legs here. So take the legs and just move them back and forth. Just relaxing your hips, your legs. Good. All right. And then let's find our final relaxation pose here. Just sitting back into your chair, getting yourself nice and comfortable, palms up on your lap, on your thighs. You're laying down, palms up on the floor. Take a little bit of time to get yourself nice and comfortable. And then let the eyes go closed. Oops. Good. Take a breath in, just opening the lips slightly, letting the breath go across your tongue. Pause the breath at the top. Close the lips and breathe out through the nose. And then one more breath in. Just cooling breath, pause. And breathe out. Relax the breath down. Feel exhale, the whole body begin to relax. Shoulders, arms, fingers. Feel the heart relax. Belly soft. Thighs, hamstrings, lower legs, feet, toes, whole body relaxed. Whole body relaxed. Let go of all of your efforts. A gentle little smile to your face. Relax. Notice how you feel. And allow yourself to remain here for as long as you'd like. Should you choose to slowly now come back into this space and time, take a deep breath in and let it go. Begin to wiggle toes, fingers, sway. And sweetly begin to wake yourself up. Coming back to stillness with your body, bringing your hands into prayer position, resting them onto your heart. Take a nice big breath in, fill your belly, your heart. And as you exhale, let the head fall forward, relax your shoulders. We'll close practice today with this. Healing is learning to move through the waves instead of fighting them. When you're feeling ready and complete, gently begin to flutter the eyes open as you lift your head. And I thank you all for coming and taking care of yourself on this beautiful day. Have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste.